And we're standing in front of the Quarryville Post Office where I started my career as a rural carrier associate in 2012. I spent a good part of my career here learning the different routes and so I was looking for a job like the post office. It did not work on Sundays when I started in 2012. And it was a great way to make a living, a way to stay here in the local area with my family, to reconnect with them after being away for 2 years. And I just really enjoyed the job from the very beginning. You get to be out in the countryside in the fresh air. You know, it's a beautiful place to live and work. And I just really enjoyed it and planned to make a career of it unless God called me back to the mission field somewhere.
What's the first word that comes to mind when you look at this, your old workplace?
The good memories that I had while I was there. I do miss it. I actually told my postal supervisors, I feel like you're boxing me into a corner and you're asking me to choose to do what you say, the postal supervisor, or to do what God says. And I said, I mean no disrespect whatsoever, but I have to choose God. My conviction is that strong, come what may, you know. And so if it means I lose my job, that's very sad, but it's not a choice for me, it's what I believe. To give that up to deliver Amazon packages would be to give up everything that we believe in. It's a day we set aside to honor God, to worship God, to come together as believers, not only in church, but after church in fellowship around the table and spending time together. And it's really the whole day. It's not just the morning and then go to work or something like that for myself. Right, it's new life, it's hope, it's thinking about, you know, the promise of the future. These are postal vehicles, but they weren't here when I was here. That you talked about. They have air conditioning on one.
Somebody stops you.
Ruined my day, let's put it that way, and a lot of days after it.
Well, I mean, the good news is that we have the actual language of the statute on our side. That Congress said that, you know, that employers have to accommodate people of faith and provide religious accommodations, unless doing so would create an undue hardship. And by that, they meant something really substantial, a really big problem. The unfortunate thing is there was some stray language in TWA versus Hardison almost 50 years ago that said that undue hardship was could be something small, de minimis, and that's kind of put an imbalance in the law that Congress never really intended. It's a difficult climb, you know. I mean, the way the TWA versus Hardison sort of stacked the deck against employees and the common folk is, you know, they got to climb Mount Kilimanjaro in order to try to win one of their cases, and I mean, that's not right, you know.
Is there anything that, I mean, if you were sitting in front of the justices, your lawyer's going to be doing the talking, what would you want them to know about you and the case?
Sure. Keep this from happening to somebody else. We really can't go back and change what happened to me, but we can reaffirm the law or clarify it, however you want to put it, and keep this from happening to somebody else who has a genuine conviction about, you know, their faith, and they shouldn't have to choose between their job and their faith in America.
Understood.